it's Darlene Smith. Sharing is caring. Tips of the day during the virus. Yes, the virus is still here. And, it's another year. And one of the things that usually happens at the beginning of the year is people make goals, right? They set a whole list of goals, things they want to accomplish. Maybe that's you, maybe it's not. Here's another way that you can put some focus on moving this year ahead. Instead of just a whole bunch of goals, let's do a simple thing, right? Word of the year. Word of the year. All right, or you could look at it as being also a theme, right? Why would you want to do it? Well, it's a single word that kind of summarizes what you need more of, or it could be less of, in what you're going to focus on. What do you need to improve, right? It's a way of focusing on what your intentions is for the upcoming year thing. It's kind of like an anchor. It can encourage you to constantly consider the focus word when you're making decisions. So you can use this as you make decisions throughout the year as well. What you want more of, what you want less of. So, word of the year. Sharing is caring, so I'd love to have you share down below what is going to be your word of the year. Now, even with the virus and everything that's going on, this might be, and if you've never done it before, that's okay. This might be a great way to kind of look at doing it. Here's 5 easy steps to look at it. So, first step is kind of reflect. Look at your past year. Ask yourself, right? What can I use more of in my life? What can I use less of in my life? What characteristics would I like to have? How would I like to feel? That's kind of an example. And once you kind of get those responses, you kind of see where you need to be. Now, second thing is to visualize. Visualize what that perfect day would feel like, emphasizing the feel here. Think about, your morning routines, how you feel at work, right, throughout the day. And this is a great way to do kind of with either meditation or just silence for a couple minutes, right? What word do I focus on in 2021, right? Kind of put your thoughts into that. Now, sometimes this is best to be done when you're in a relaxed state. So if you're having trouble to kind of relax, right? Maybe do it before you go to sleep or first thing in the morning if you're a morning person. Maybe it's a way to make you relax, using diffusers, lights, candles, music background, whatever it is to get you relaxed from there. Step 3 is create a list. Spend about 10 minutes if you need. Create a list of words that comes to mind, right? No self-editing, just what comes to mind. So I'm going to go through some words in a minute here. Review, kind of look at the words, narrow it down to 3. Chances are as you're going through your list, you're going to see a theme, right? What feels excited, nervous, uncomfortable, ease, right? So maybe it's just something plain scares you. Good way of thinking. And step number 5, ask yourself the important question. Narrow down at 3s. Are you interested or are you committed? Right? If you're interested, you're going to make excuses. Not going to happen because you're not putting enough effort into it. If you're committed to your word, you'll do whatever it takes to implement that word and bring it to life. Right now, you may need to, allow a day or two to think about this. And that's perfectly all right, right? You can come back and put it. What would be some examples of words you're saying, Darlene? Maybe it's confidence. You need to improve your confidence. What can you do? Commit. Maybe it's kind of like, well, I say something, but I don't commit to it. Action. Maybe it's like, I talked about doing this, but I'm going to make it happen. Maybe it's learn something new. This year I'm going to learn this. Maybe it's just simply simplify. I want to simplify things. I want to be present, right? Maybe that could be something, when, you're sitting there with people and you're not playing on your computer or whatever. I just want to stay calm in all situations. Maybe it's to provide a balance. Maybe it's health. I'm going to focus on health. Maybe it's just to explore, right, in this year. So those are just examples. Word of the year. My word is change, right? A few things I need to change in my life, kind of put us a little more balance in things. So sharing is caring. Theme, word of the year. What's yours?